All right, here's try it 1.29. I like this problem because there's two very different ways you can do this. So I want to show you two different methods. The first method, which I think is kind of, well, let's go with the beginner method first. To figure out h of f of 2, all you got to do is work your way from the inside out. So figure out what is f of 2. You can figure out f of 2 because you have a blueprint right here. You can find f of 2. Just change all the t's into 2's. You get 2 squared minus 2, which equals 2. All right, 4 minus 2 is 2. So since f of 2 equals 2, instead of writing f of 2 right here, I can write the number 2. And so then to get my answer, I just got to figure out h of 2. Well, that's easy enough. H of 2, just copy this blueprint here, except everywhere you see an x, change it into a 2. So I got 3 times 2 plus 2, which is 6 plus 2, aka 8. Similarly, down here, I work from the inside out. First, figure out what is f of negative 2. Well, let's see, f of negative 2. Here's my blueprint for f of t. Everywhere I see a t, change it into a negative 2. So I got negative 2 squared minus negative 2. A little tricky with all the minuses there. Negative 2 squared is positive 4. Minus negative 2 is the same as plus 2. And 4 plus 2 is 6. So really what this is asking me is what is h of 6? Which is easy enough to figure out because I got h of x right here. So h of 6, I would just replace all of the x's with 6's. So 3 times 6 plus 2, 18 plus 2, I get 20. Perfectly good, that will always work. I think of that as more of the beginner way of doing this because there's kind of a clever way to solve this problem as well. And the clever way to solve it is ignore what it's asking you for and instead figure out what is h of f of x. So h of f of x is a composite function. I can come up with a rule for this composite function. If I had a rule for this composite function, it'd be easy to answer these questions. I just plug in either 2 or negative 2 into this rule. So let's do a little investment. Let's spend some time to figure out what is h of f of x. Well, f of x is given to me, or f of t, I guess this should have said, h of f of t. F of t is given to me to be t squared minus t. And h of t squared minus t, all I got to do is copy this thing here, except everywhere I see an x, change it into t squared minus t. So I got 3 times t squared minus t plus 2. And you can argue whether or not this form or 3t squared minus 3t plus 2 is simpler, if you like it as a polynomial or like it more factored, either way is fine. But note, neither of those are my answer. But now that I have those, I can say, all right, h of f of t equals, I don't know, I kind of like this polynomial looking one, 3t squared minus 3t plus 2. So if I'm tasked with, I'm finally answering the question that was asked, h of f of 2, no problem. H of f of 2, let's just follow this blueprint, except everywhere I see a t, change it into a 2. 3 times 2 squared minus 3 times 2 plus 2. Well, 2 squared is 4, and 3 times 4 is 12. Minus 3 times 2 is 6 plus 2. 12 minus 6 plus 2 is 8, which is the same thing that I got up here. I'm not saying this was quicker. This is just another way you could do it. I've come this far, so I guess I should finish this up. H of f of negative 2. This is what part B asked me here. Well, I have this blueprint up here for h of f of t. So let's change the t's into negative 2's. That'll give me 3 times negative 2 squared minus 3 times negative 2 plus 2. And if I didn't screw anything up, this should end up being 20. Let's see if this works. Negative 2 squared is positive 4. 3 times positive 4 is 12. Negative 3 times negative 2 is positive 6 plus 2. 12 plus 6 more plus 2 more, sure enough, is 20. It all checks out. Two different ways to solve the same problem.